without wasting much of our time, we shall use our quarantine days, our isolation days, 21 lockdown days. As promised, we have to do 60 words, 60 words, which I'll be telling you. So for today, our 4 new words are condescending, cynical, diligent, disdain. Please remember, while talking, keep your pronunciation clear and as mentioned. So without wasting much of our time, let's zoom to our words. So here are the meanings. So first word for the day and fifth word of our series is condescend. This means to behave towards somebody in a way that shows that you think that you are better or more important than him or her, to patronize somebody. इसको दूसरे तरीके में हम ये भी कह सकते हैं, जिसको लगता है कि वो बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है या उसको सब कुछ आता है ज़्यादातर, जो नए आइडियाज़ के लिए ओपन नहीं है. To do something that you believe is below of your level of importance. We can also use a sentence over here. I really hate the way they show the condescending behavior over their subordinates. मतलब वो जिस तरीके से अपना इम्पोर्टेंट शो करते हैं अपने सबॉर्डिनेट्स के ऊपर, वो मैं रियली डिसलाइक करता हूँ. सो नाउ वील कम टू synonyms and antonyms of condescending. So now we have just understood about condescending. Synonyms would be definitely similar words. So these are disdainful, patronizing, bossy, dominating. And if we talk about antonyms, antonyms are humble, modest, unarrogant, unpretentious, because antonyms are supposed to be the just opposite word. Now let's move to another word of the day, that is cynical. Sixth word of the series and second word of the day is cynical. Cynical can also be defined in short as one person who believes that everybody around her or him is selfish. We can also read the meaning mentioned over here is not trusting or respecting the goodness of other people and their actions, but believing that people are interested only in themselves. So sentence here what we have used is listening to politicians for too long can make you cynical. Because politicians के वादे ज़्यादातर I cannot tell here, but उनको सुन के हमें लगता है कि हर एक politician वैसा ही होगा. Like here I have also mentioned she's become cynical about men. Yeah, for boys they have become cynical about female. एक बार आप धोखा खा लेते हो तो आपके दिमाग में ऐसा आ जाता है कि ज़्यादातर लोग वैसे ही होंगे. So cynical is a word wherein you stop trusting somebody, you stop respecting the goodness of other people, you create a myth around you that yes, everybody around me will be similar. So now let's move to synonyms and antonyms of cynical. Synonyms for cynical are distrustful, mistrustful, negativist, spectacle. And antonyms, obviously they'll be opposite: trustful, trusting, unsuspicious, and cheerful. Now let's move to seventh word of the series and third word of the day. So seventh word of the series is diligent. Diligent is majorly used wherein we are talking about that how cautiously some person has done their work. Diligence meaning is careful and using a lot of effort, जहाँ पे you pay attention to each and every detail. The work which is done in a very careful and detailed way is diligent work. Leo is very diligent in or about his work. Their lawyer was extremely diligent in preparing their case. So diligent is basically used where we are talking about that how carefully, how cautiously somebody has prepared their work. Now let's move to the synonyms and antonyms of diligent. So synonyms for diligent are assiduous, careful, hardworking, industrious. Please note it's not assiduous, it's assiduous. Meaning of assiduous is to work very hard in taking care of each and every detail as properly as it can be. Right? So pronunciation is assiduous. And if we talk about antonyms, these are definitely opposite: negligent, idle, careless, unintrusive. And I'm sure you must be very much clear with the meaning of these words. Now let's move to eighth word of the day, that is disdain. So, eighth word of the series is disdain, which means that we don't feel that somebody deserves that respect, but we have to give that respect. So, the feeling that something is not good enough to be respected, but we still respect these people, right? And now let's come to the synonyms and antonyms of these words. So, now let's come to the synonyms and antonyms of disdain. Now let's start with synonyms and antonyms of disdain. Synonyms are contempt, despisement, misprision, scorn. Let's use any one of these words in a sentence. Say we use scorn. So his tactics have never earned anything other than scorn by Shilpi. Right? Now let's come to antonyms. Antonyms are love, admire, please, attract. Obviously, the one who would be admired or liked by people would be opposite of disdain, right? And disdain का meaning क्या था? जो अपनी tactics की वजह से popular है, हम उसे respect करते हैं, but that person is not that worthy to be respected. So now we'll be moving to the end of this video, and I have been especially trying to cover those words which can be used by you in your daily life. Few of you must have been knowing these words earlier as well. और आप में से कुछ लोग को अभी पता लगे होंगे. Few of must have got to know it right now. But not to worry, there will be many words जिसमें से आपको कुछ पता होंगे, कुछ नहीं पता होंगे. पर ये वो words हैं जो आप daily life में use कर सकते हैं. So bye and see you again with next one new words. See ya then. Bye bye. Take care. Stay isolated. Stay safe. Stay home. And do not go out at all. Thank you.